Well, here I am. It is just after 8:30 on Friday night. I've got an email from ATOTO support. So, there's a file. I'll put the link. This Dropbox file, which is containing a zipped folder with update. So, here's the instructions. Download the zip compressed firmware to your computer and extract it. So I've done that. Open the folder, copy the update folder to the root directory of the USB flash drive. So I've just formatted this flash drive to FAT32. It's an old HP one, 16 gig, but it says not above 8 gigs. So anyway, I've done it on a 16 gig USB flash drive. It says start the vehicle engine to turn on the head unit. Now I'm not sure if I need to turn the engine on, but well, we'll go with that. So that's the engine on. Okay. Now I have actually turned off, there'll be no connection with Android Auto here. I have turned off my Bluetooth and my Wi-Fi, so presumably nothing's going to get in the way of this. So, start the vehicle, blah blah blah. Connect the USB flash drive to the USB interface on the front panel of the main unit. So the front one is there. That's that open. So the fat bit's there, so it's going to go in like so. That's that securely home. Now, an update will automatically appear on the screen. Well, I'm not seeing any update automatically appearing on the screen. Now, I do have my little USB stick in there, so I wonder if it's not seeing it. So I'll turn the car off. Alright, I'm going to turn the ignition on. I'm not going to bother putting the engine on. So I'll put my little thumb drive there. That's a 32 gig one. So let's see, pop this in. Well, isn't this great? Let's go into the settings. Version. Well, don't you just love it when everything goes to plan? So let's go back to that one, version. So it's a year 2022, presumably January the 7th. This one I think is 2025. So that's not working how we expected. I'll try starting the car. Well, that doesn't look like it's doing anything at all. Ah, that's another thing. I've actually got a flash card now. I wonder if that might be affecting it. So we'll power that down. We'll take that little flash card out. Take this back out. Turn on. Right, so there's no drives plugged in anywhere. Put that in. Nope. Nope, not at all. Need to go back to the computer, I think. Double check that the files are on there. I saw them transferred over. Well, going back to the start, so I'm going to put in, this is a 2 gigabyte flash drive, so that's in. Turn it on. So it sees the card as far as I can tell. Settings, version. Well, not sure what's going on here, but it's certainly not playing ball. Will I try starting the car? Is the car started? Go to home. We'll eject flash drive. You can see it disappeared. Detected. Oh, there we go. This is real-time excitement for you guys and girls, if there's any out there, and anybody else that's in between. Equal opportunity channel. So I'm not sure if it was just a case of I have to put the flash drive in after it's booted up, or if it was turning the engine on, but there you have it. Still pretty warm here. It's 25 degrees centigrade. It's pretty sticky actually. Oh, I've got a low battery now. Brilliant. If I do all this and then it makes no difference whatsoever. So it's doing something. It should reboot in theory. So the backlight has changed to blue. I have no display. I'm going to eject that drive. So I turn it on again. Well, you see exactly what's happened. I've got a blank display. So let's see if when I put this in again, what about if I start the engine again? Well, so far that's been a wonderful update. No. Well, I'll have to go back to the drawing board, I think. So that was a fabulous Friday night idea. Well, I had a bright idea there. I'm going to use a pin and try resetting it. You see the screen, you can see the power, but there's no display. Nope. So, I think it's back to the drawing board. Okay, turn on the ignition. Systems. So that's the system on. The buttons still work. So just a quick update on a Sunday afternoon. ATOTO support has been back in touch asking me to check a few things and make a video. So I've made a video showing them that the system is working, you just can't see anything. So I've done a couple of phone calls. I can say, hey Google, remind me not to do that because it just did that command on the phone. So anyway, you can give the command to get it to make a phone call and it will make a phone call. So I'm going to upload that video to ATOTO support and see what they suggest. I have been looking online last night, and it seems that this loss of display after doing a firmware update is not unheard of. So it seems that I might need a boot ini file or something, or an ini file to update it blind. I remember doing something like that years ago on some device where I had to do it blind because I couldn't see the screen, but there was a lot of guides that you could read as to what to press, and that was a success, but there's not very much you can push. But it's another hot day here. There's a few clouds in the sky, and I'm gonna get myself some lunch. So anyway, I'll get this video up, and if any of you have had any problems with the ATOTO F7WEs and you've lost the display, I'm quite happy to hear how you got round it. But it sounds like ATOTO support are quite responsive, so hopefully they get it resolved. But otherwise, it's under warranty anyway. Well, I received an update email from ATOTO support, so I've got a new bunch of files and I've put them on this little 2 GB, if that'll focus, this little 2 GB SD card. So I'm not sure if it's that way or the other way. It's that way. So supposedly I'm going to put this in, it's going to automatically start updating. Well, I'm not seeing it do anything, unless I just don't see it. So I'm going to stop recording just now, and I'll come back if it actually has any change. Well, I couldn't see anything, but that does appear to have restored the display, so that's a bloody relief. So excellent. So I'm going to report back to ATOTO support that yes, the display has been restored. Let's have a look. Alright, I've been back in the house. I'm going to turn the stereo on, hopefully. Okay, so I'm just back to the regular ATOTO. Alright, it has actually worked. So let's see what happens. Okay, Android Auto is connected. So let's see. Hey Google. Hey Google. Take me to Home Bargains, Galashiels.
Navigating to Home Bargains.
Right, so that's working. I haven't had to reconnect my phone. So that's fine. Quite happy with that. Let's see. Go back here. I'll go to the, I don't know if it's USB 1 or USB 2. Okay, so I won't need to bother doing that, but so that's working. I just need to tune the radio stations in again and change this back to red to suit my dash. So that's a successful upgrade. So I think this is a cautionary tale. So if you are going to update your firmware, make sure you're aware that it could go horribly wrong, and use a low capacity, either micro SD like that, or a low capacity USB stick, which didn't, I mean, I had an old 16 gig one, and I plugged it in here and it didn't work. So there you go. But I have to say, thumbs up for ATOTO support. They were very responsive. The last person I spoke to was a person called Cindy, whether that's the real name of the person or just what they use when they log in. But they provided the files. There was someone else, I can't remember her name, Kiki or something, but very responsive. So yeah, 5 stars for their response times, but you won't get them over the weekend. And summer seems to have disappeared here a bit in Scotland. It's now, as we would say here, pissing doon. So anyway, hopefully this might be educational for some people, and if you end up with a firmware update and then no display, it does look like, in fact, you can get it back, but when you do the update, you won't see anything. But just don't turn it off, just let it do its thing, and then hopefully everything is restored to how it should be. So thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope you're all having a good day.